How you doing, my friends? I just wanted to make a short video. It's been kind of a rough day, actually. It started snowing here in Charlotte, and the power went out about an hour ago. And so, I don't know about you, but whenever I can't use my phone or use the internet, I get a little antsy. There's that social media addiction. And so, I tried to make a video on my laptop, and it turned out in really bad quality. And it's a challenge, but it's a metaphor for the challenges that we face in life. So right now, I'm in my car, just trying to charge my phone, trying to get out of the house, trying to stay warm, and just trying to find something to do. But anyone who knows my story knows that I've had multiple challenges, and my whole life has been about making do. It's all about working with what God has given me. So, I do complain sometimes, but it's about being grateful for what you have. I have a car, I have a charger, and I can go anywhere, and I got enough gas in my car to go anywhere, and that's how I've lived my life. I've had a lot of snow days and power outs, if you know what I mean. Just days where I was so challenged, and all I could do was just keep moving forward. And so I know a lot of the people that follow me on my blogs and on my Instagram, they struggle. And I just want to tell you, it gets better, but don't ever give up. You can't give up. You can't just say that I'm going to stare at the wall until my phone goes dead, and you got to go out there and you got to make things happen. And depression and anxiety, that is so tough. It's so tough to wake up every day and feel that way. But you got this, man. You do. You've got this, and you wait until the power comes back on, because it always does. It always does. It just sometimes we're impatient. We want what we want at that very moment. And I'm a God person, and it's in God's time. God takes care of us. He provides for us, and in time, He'll give us what we need. And it's about letting God have control, because if once we try to control things, then we fail. But God is the one that's going to take care of you, and the one that you need to trust. So, just because the power is out at the moment doesn't mean the power is not going to come back on. So I'm a determined motherfucker. I really am. I never give up. And that's the one thing I like about myself, is that I never give up. And I use that to help people. I hope it helps people. I hope that my message is helping people, and who knows where this is going to take me. I hope that I can make a career out of making a difference in people's lives. Because we can use our challenges to make the world a better place. I think some of the greatest people in this world have been those that have struggled, and then used those struggles to help others. Because I'm not alone, you're not alone, and we're all in this together, and we just have to support and love each other and keep going. I know I'm repeating myself, but just to keep going. And some days you're going to have those highs. You could have a string of days where it's just highs, where things are going great. And then you're going to have those shit days where things are at your lowest point. And that's when you have to think of those good days and say, this is going to pass. This too shall pass. Whatever is going on with you, it will pass. And to reach out. When you're struggling, please don't keep it to yourself. Find people to reach out to. I know I do that. I know when I'm having a bad day, the best medicine for me is to reach out to people. I send tons of messages a day, probably too many messages, but tons of messages a day, and it really helps me. So if I send you a message, most likely it's because I'm struggling, and I'm trying to encourage you and brighten up your day, and hopefully it does. That's all I gotta say. I think the power came back on, so I'm gonna go home. But thanks for listening.